Hi there, I'm Clay Trimble. I'm originally from Alabama and came out here to Vegas about 15 years ago. Let's see where to begin. I work in the strip clubs. I am an actor. I also am a bodyguard slash, executive protection, protective services. Let's see where to start. I came out here 15 years ago to try to follow the money when the economy went a little south. Figured there would be more bodyguard work out here in Vegas, and I was correct for a while. And also in the strip club industry, there was more money out here as well, and I was correct there for a while. It all started to go down a little bit, but all in all, there was more money out here. So inevitably, though, came out here married, and a few years after coming out here, after things go south, I got divorced. And after I got divorced, took a little time to heal myself, and then after I took some time to find me, because I'm a really good guy. I find myself a positive person and fun to be around, and I'd kind of gotten beaten down a little bit in the last few years of marriage. So found myself after a little bit, and then I decided not to jump into any relationships anytime soon. So being in the strip club industry, I found had a good time. As I say, the strip club industry is not just a job; it is an adventure. And I had a whole bunch of adventures when I was single again and not choosing to be tied down anymore. Let's see, bodyguard work. Done some bodyguard work. Some of the bigger names did Entourage. The cast of Entourage came out here. I bodyguarded for them. I've also, mostly it's just business guys who want to be important. And done... was Bill Gates's personal crew. I'd had a king and queen of Tehran and their children when they came into town. Let's see, any fun stories? Crew from Entourage, the cast of Entourage I found they are pretty much exactly like they are in the show. Everybody came in, had a good time, and were pretty much identical to the characters that they played while they were on the show. All of them were good guys. Turtle himself, he was actually a lot cooler than I thought he was going to be from the show. Let's see, Bill Gates, I didn't talk to him any. Christian Audigier, I worked for him for a little bit, and he didn't talk to me any. He liked to talk to everybody else. Liked to announce when he came into the room, Christian Audigier is here, so everybody had to say that. All of his staff have to say that when he comes into the room. So as far as Las Vegas itself, I've been here 15 years. Luckily for me, I don't have a lot of vices. I don't drink, I don't really gamble, and I don't really go to the strip clubs because I'm in them all the time. But I see a lot. I've been a part of Super Bowl parties. I've been a part of the World Poker Tours. I love the whole city itself. Because it's not just because I don't have the vices, it's just another town. It just is a town with a whole lot more to do for me. I get to go out. I like to eat, and I get to go out and pretty much have a buffet somewhere 24/7. It's like anytime I want, I can walk out the door and go get some grub, and it's all fantastic food here. Activity-wise, I work out. But everybody knows Vegas, the nightclubs, the glamour, the bottle popping, the clubs themselves. I'm out there working in those all the time. I've been a part of, a couple of sheiks came into Hakkasan and bought 51 bottles for the two of them. They ended up having about 40 bottles left over. They were just handing out to people around the club. So when I'm not working those clubs, I really don't go to them much. I jump on the motorcycle. The other things that go around Vegas, you have all the aside from the big clubs and the big casinos, you have the parks. Lots of great riding out here. Lake Mead, you got everything on the outskirts. Biker bars all over the place. It's awesome as far as outside travels and stuff like that. Let's see.
Do you have any negative experiences here in Vegas? Anything that you will hope will never happen again? Maybe.
Well, primarily the divorce. I don't ever want to get divorced again. But then again, I'm not planning on really getting married again. been with somebody who started dating a girl, and she's pretty much on board with the fact that I don't plan on getting married. So, it's a hard place to stay married. But and even with somebody without any vices as myself, because one of the two people in a relationship generally do have some vices, so it can pry people apart. There's a lot of the club scene out here is nice. Hell, I mean, I'm not big on the clubs, so I don't go out. I don't have a lot of because I'm out at the clubs all the time when I'm working. So when my night's off, I don't really go out to go party myself. You don't have a lot of, I mean, aside from the a couple of the unfortunate major events that everybody's heard of across the country. I don't want to go back into those things. I mean, I was at a club when the night of what was that, Highway, or the concert, where the country music concert, when the shooting happened. I was at a club there, and we had a truckload with our manager who was at the concert, ran for it, made a break for it, ran and grabbed about 6 or 7 people, piled them in her truck, and hauled ass to the club. Came running in, and they were all traumatized. They were all petrified, and because we all, I carry, and she was able to let them know that we've got, he's been trained. He's a professional security guy. He does bodyguard work for big names. Made them all feel at ease. They all called their loved ones, let them know they were okay, and calmed down. She bought them all drinks, and everybody got to relax a little bit after going from being shot at by machine guns out of the, or not machine guns, but the semi-automatics with the bump stocks out of the window and down to themselves, so making a run for their life, watching people die around them, to get in an environment where they could feel safe immediately. And I was lucky enough to be a part of that calming process. Aside from that, I don't have any negative things to talk about Vegas. It's been good to me. I've enjoyed it. The divorce sucked, but it's a good place to start over. And I feel like the divorce probably would have been inevitable anyway, and I wouldn't have had as much fun after the divorce in another place possibly. Coming from Florida, I miss the water a little bit, but you can find, as far as Vegas is concerned, you're close to the mountains, you're close to the water, you're close to, you're out in the desert. You've got a plethora of terrains. I can shoot out to LA to act if I need to, or to do other bodyguard work, have clients outside. You can do pretty much anything you need from here, and it's gorgeous. The weather's great. Even when it gets cold, it's still sunny out, so it's never negative. As far as living out here, like I said, I've lived in Alabama, I've lived in Florida, I've lived in Georgia, and I've lived in LA. And out of all of the above, I came back to Vegas twice. So I think I've found a place I want to establish, put my roots in. I've liked it out here. I've been here longer than I've been any other place aside from growing up. I've been out here for about 15 years now, and I can't say anything other than, it's a great place. A lot of people say it might not be the best place to raise a family. If you go outside of the main strip, it's another town, and it's just a town that you can get a great, good deals on housing. You don't have taxes, the taxes are minimal, and and the cost of living is nice. And in my opinion, it's an amazing place to stay. I plan on being here for a long time, and I don't see myself going anywhere else unless I get picked up and have to pick up for work. But you're gonna have to pay me a lot and get me out of here.